What's good, ghouls? Your boy Grim here. You thought we were done with that gameplay, but I guess not. After further looking into this, we've got even more things to look at, and this is just amazing. These are leaked sprites from the entirety of the beta game. They've been data mined. Shout out to the people who have data mined. I'm on 4chan right now. This is where the image is found. I'll leave a link to it in the description of the video. Of course, you guys can check it out yourselves. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to look through and break down each of these Pokemon, and we're just going to take a look at them because these are absolutely crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can zoom in here real quick just so we can get a closer look at these Pokemon. We're going to just look at them from top to bottom. So we got Chikorita here. The second evolution, what is that? What actually is that? This is so interesting. This is actually so interesting. This is totally different than, the first stage and the second stage. The only idea or concept that I can think about what they were thinking was, so Chikorita is considered a seed. The second evolution would be considered like the bulb of the Pokemon, because you can kind of see a face right there. It's definitely got an eye action going on there as well. The back sprite's kind of cool too. You can see the back of its head with a little bit more of the buds coming out of its head, kind of like Meganium has going on. So this is kind of like the seed evolving into some sort of flower, and then when it evolves again, it develops the rest of its body, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty crazy. There's nothing really special about the Chikorita and the Meganium sprites because it's exactly the same as they are in the actual games. So we're not going to spend too much time focusing on those ones. But we are going to sit here and we are going to look at some of these new ones as well. So we got your boy, this is the fire starter right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so that we're not focusing on too many Pokemon at the same time. So we've got your boy, the fire start. Where's the trackpad to scale to the right? No? Are you not gonna let me you're not gonna let me? No? Am I gonna have to zoom out? I am gonna have to zoom out. Alright. Well, that's as far as we're gonna be able to zoom in, I guess. We got your boy. This is the fire starter. This is the fire starter that you saw in the last episode slash video on this Pokemon beta gameplay of Pokemon Gold. But that is crazy that they actually had further evolutions. So he starts out as like a mouse-ish. I called him like the fire type Pikachu. But when he evolves, I don't even know what this is. Like, what could this be? This looks like it's kind of like a hedgehog slash dog. This looks like a ramped up version of Arcanine. This honestly right here kind of just looks like a Mega Arcanine, which I'm really vibing with. If I'm being totally honest, I am loving these. And I love how they have the back sprites for them too. I have a feeling that this is like a hedgehog base. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because of the hair. Kind of reminds me of Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm also just a gaming nerd, so that's probably why. But yeah, so this is pretty incredible. Just the fact that these were actually released is pretty astounding. Like I said, we're going to be taking a brief just look at each of these images for you guys today. Now we've got the water starters right here, my boy. If you guys didn't watch the last video, which was the gameplay of the game, we soft reset it to get different starters. We played through the game, looked at different beta Pokemon and whatnot, which there are obviously a lot more of now, which is absurd. But yeah, anyway, we have the water starter here. Again, I don't know their names. I feel like it started with a K, though. Maybe an A or an N. One of those three. Maybe it was Can. K-A-N. I don't know. But it looks awesome. It looks kind of like a seal. And then as it evolves, it kind of gains that... it definitely looks like a Lapras mixed with a Dragonite sort of vibe, or Dragonair. Especially when it evolves into its final form. Except for it's got that little Poliwag tail thing going on. It just looks like a fusion of Pokemon, and I'm kind of digging it. It looks like a Leviathan. I would vibe with that. I would definitely vibe with that. That would straight up be my starter choice. Well, first off, I love water types in general, but that just looks super clean. So I guess now that we're finished with the starters, we're gonna go down. Good Lord, look at this. Look at this right here. This man's, and I forgot I can use my scroll wheel to go down even more. This man's right here. This is Noctowl. This was the beta design for I'm not gonna lie, I love this so much more. I love this design so much more than regular Noctowl. But except for the fact that it looks like a middle evolution. So maybe this could be like the middle evolution between Noctowl and Hoot Hoot. but it's still a fantastic design. I love it. It definitely looks like an owl. It looks like one of those. I can't remember what the species is exactly, but there's a species of owl that looks just like that. Now we've got your boy Mareep. We've got your boy Flaffy and Ampharos. These are all just alternate designs for these Pokemon. I have to zoom out again so I can scroll over to the right. And then you get over here, and it's like, oh, you're just going to go all the way back over there? I guess we're just going to look over here above me. This looks like, so Generation 2 is where they introduced a bunch of baby Pokemon. This looks like, this right here looks like a baby Vulpix. This looks like a baby Vulpix, and I loved the idea of having a baby Vulpix. They didn't go with it, obviously, but they definitely had a lot of baby concepts in mind that they never followed through with. So that design right there is spectacular. I love that design. It's very simple, very easy to know that it's a Vulpix baby. It's only got 3 tails, fire on the hair. You know, as it evolves, it progresses with the amount of fire on the amount of tails it has, I guess. These next Pokemon, this kind of looks like an Oddish Gloom mixed with a Tangela. I don't know what it is. I really don't. It definitely isn't a Pokemon that was actually released, so I would like to see how they're going to interpret that. I wonder if, since they're finally people are being able to data mine this now, so what if after the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, we go back to Johto as well, and it's post-apocalyptic or something, and they start introducing all of these new Pokemon. I think that'd be crazy. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think is actually going to happen with these, or if you guys think that this is just leaked information that isn't necessarily important and just for fun. This next one, this is crazy. Look at this back sprite. This reminds me of those butterflies that use it for protection. They bat their wings out, and it looks like menacing eyes of a predator, and it scares off their enemies. That's pretty cool. I'm going to start going in a little bit of a quicker pace because the video has been going on for quite a while. We got Quillfish here. You already know this is Quillfish, the same sprite that they used. But this right here, he had a planned evolution? Why did they not keep any of these Pokemon in? This guy looks sick. It looks awesome. I mean, there's not really much to talk about it because he's literally Quillfish, but he has a lightning bolt in his head. Does that mean that he gained an electric type? Does that mean that we could have had a water electric type? And I don't know if there is another water electric type. I don't think there is. But look at these. Oh my gosh. These are the beta designs for Pichu, Cleffa, and Igglybuff. Igglybuff, I'm not going to lie, is not my favorite, but Cleffa, I love this star shape that it has. I think that looks, in my opinion, it looks a little bit better than the actual design that they went with. But you know, you can't blame them for shaking it up. Obviously, it worked for them. Anyway, this Pichu, kind of menacing, kind of terrifying. It's a sphere. It's a sphere. It ain't no mouse. It's a sphere. Then we got Quagsire over here, and Wooper isn't even a thing. So maybe he originally wasn't supposed to have a lower Evo? Maybe he wasn't supposed to have a lower Evo. I don't know. That's interesting. That's really interesting. And then you got Natu over here, which is the same sprite. We're going to run our way over here to Xatu, which this looks different. It looks like it's holding another Pokemon in its chest. Kind of like a Kangaskhan-esque sort of thing. It could also just be the way the sprite is done, because I know that he's like one of those like Hawaiian like tiki like tower things, whatever they're called. So I wouldn't put it past them if that was just like the design for that. But this looks like a baby Goldeen. Like a Prevo to Goldeen, which again, like I said, they had a lot of ideas with baby Pokemon, I suppose. Then we're gonna come on over here. This looks like a Azumarill. This is a Azumarill. It's probably the base idea for a Azumarill. Slash another Prevo to Marill slash in the Marill line. Then we're gonna come on over here, and we've got these two Pokemon right here that I'm assuming evolve into each other, if not even this one included, but these are brand new Pokemon. These were never seen before. The design is kind of spectacular. I love the idea of this shark with an anchor at the bottom. It's very aquatic themed. Obviously, it's a shark, and there's an anchor for ships. I would think this would be a steel type. This would be a water type, maybe an ice type. Water steel. Water primary, that's it. Water steel, and then I feel like this guy is just on himself. He looks like Huntail almost, and maybe that's why they saved him. They saved him for Gen 3. And then you got Crobat here. His sprite's almost exactly the same. This looks like a baby Paris. I don't know what it'd be called, but this right here definitely looks like a baby Paris. Then you got Spinarak and you got Ariados with their different sprites. Same with Skarmory. And then this guy right here looking like a... I'm getting a phone call. This man right here looking like a Prevo / Evo to Ditto. This man, this gelatinous looking with a spike on his head looking... You're pink. Let's move on. It looks like we've got a Doduo / Dodrio baby, which is really weird because it's got 3 heads, and Doduo has 2, and Doduo comes before Dodrio, so I don't know why the baby would have 3 heads and the Doduo wouldn't. We got Sunflora here, which doesn't have Sunkern. Again, maybe that's why some of these Pokemon don't exist, is because they had to have Sunkern in there. Phanpy, and we got Phanpy and... wow, Donphan. I don't know where my brain just went for that, but it wasn't here. Sprites are exactly the same as well. We're just going to keep moving on because this video has been going on for a little bit too long. We've got Girafarig here with its beta design, which this thing looks so menacing. How can you not like this? Why would you not keep this? And I'm just going to assume that this is the Prevo because it's 2 ghosts connected at like the butt / hip area. So like I'm assuming that this is the Prevo to Girafarig, which would have been astounding. Then we got Smeargle here, which this actually looks like this shiny sprite, almost. Then we've got a Meowth baby. A baby Meowth. Wow. And then I don't know what you are, but you're like another Pikachu-looking electric-type mouse. We've got Politoed and Slowking here. This Politoed sprite is I honestly, I don't know if I like it more than the actual Politoed they went with. But I really like it. It definitely sticks more towards the poly line. That's a definite, because it's still got those like ripples on its chest, and it kind of looks like an actual frog. Like, it looks like... Politoed looks like a frog, but it looks more like Kermit. This at least looks like an actual frog that evolves from a tadpole. You know what I mean? Anyway, but that's probably why we didn't go with it. They went with the cuter, more acceptable version, which is Politoed that you see today. Slowking's got the same exact sprite. We got Ladybot here with a different evolution. This thing looks like that 5-star beetle-looking boy from Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to leave it at that. We've got... It looks like a baby Ponyta. I'm just going to say it. It looks like a baby Ponyta. I don't know why Ponyta would need a baby, because it already is a little baby horse when it's a Ponyta, but you know what? Now you get a miniature baby horse, because reasons. Then we got Espeon and Umbreon's beta designs, which are the same or similar designs. This is... Okay, first off, this is the Ditto Prevo, which means, what is this? If this is the Ditto Prevo, then what is this? Oh, actually, no. This is the Ditto Prevo. This is the Grimer Prevo. That would make more sense. And then we come on over here, and this looks like an evolution to Shelder. I don't think this is Steelix. It might be Steelix, but looking at the back sprite, that definitely looks like the crown that's on Slowking's head right here. Which means that maybe they in their original design, they were making it so that when you evolved something into when you evolved Slowpoke into Slowking, you could do something and you can actually make this your own Pokemon. Or maybe it's an evolution of, like, Cloyster or something. I'm not sure. Again, look at this Remoraid design. So we're going to look at... I saw this before I recorded the video, so I already had this idea in mind. But, so if you look at this Remoraid, it kind of looks like a revolver. It kind of looks like a revolver. Shoutouts to Twintendo. I think you were the one that posted that on Twitter. It looks like a revolver. And then when you come over here to Octillery, Octillery definitely looks like a tank. Octillery 100% looks like a tank. Not even gonna lie about it, dog. Then you got this. This is the beta design for Tyrogue and the beta design for Hitmontop, but he's only got one eye, which is really weird. This looks like a baby Growlithe. So there's that. Then we've got the Hoppip line. We got Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, I like these more. I think they're more terrifying looking, and the Pokemon is just like a pathetic joke as it is today. So these two, especially this one being all blacked out, that would have been crazy to see it in real life. This looks like an original design for Mr. Mime Jr. That they ended up scratching, obviously, because they didn't introduce it until Gen 4, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive they didn't. And then we've got We got a Jinx Prevo, so this is, obviously, this is the Smoochum. I like the way they changed it, though, because that doesn't look like... It literally just looks like a mini Jinx. It's not a Prevo, it just looks like Jinx. It's smaller. Yo, look at this Elekid, though! This Elekid design, I like it. I feel like if they ever gave Baby... Like, this literally looks like an egg. Like, what if you hatched from an egg into that, and then this changed into Elekid? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Then we got Magby here. That design's pretty cool. We got Blossom as well. Bellsprout evolution. I don't know what that is. I just know the face looks like a Bellsprout, so maybe it's like a side evolution. We got a Miltank here. We got a Seal with a fireball on his nose. Can we talk about that for a second? Delibird's beta design actually looks like Santa. He got a Santa hat going on right there. Then we're going to come on down here, and we got some more zappy things. So this looks like another Pikachu almost, I would assume. This is the beta for Farfetch'd, I would really assume. I don't understand this right here. This looks like a voodoo doll. It literally has something piercing through its chest. I don't know how they would have incorporated that, but that design's pretty stellar. This right here... I don't know what this is, but I love it. I love this design right here. Whatever this is like Pangoro before Pangoro was a thing. I also love this Murkrow design because it's definitely like witch-like, and Murkrow's like that dark. It's got that hat going on. So instead of like a mobster kind of feel, you got like this witch kind of vibe. It'd be cool if this was like the female and the one that we have now is the male. This looks like another Clefairy evolution, like maybe one that surpasses Clefable. I'm not sure about that, though. And then we've got a Scizor. This thing looks like a Mega Scizor. That looks like a Mega Scizor. That actually is Mega Scizor. That is straight up Mega Scizor. They took an old design and reincorporated it into the new... That's awesome. That is awesome right there. This looks like a Heracross right here. This looks like a Heracross, kind of, but it's also got like a mixture of a Pinsir in there. Maybe they originally had it as one Pokemon, split it into two, or maybe they... I don't know. It's a cool design, though. It's got ideas of both of those Pokemon in there. We got Houndour and Houndoom as well. Then we've got a set of Ice Boys, which I don't know what they are, but they look like abominable snowmen, which is amazing. This one looks like one of those little... I don't remember what they're called. Yeah, I don't remember what they're called. I'm just going to rock out with that. We've got another Sun Boy. Looks like a doggo with a sun on his head. An evolution for Lickitung? Boy, that would have been sick. Yo, reintroduce that. Reintroduce that. Evolution of Lickitung before Licky. Or an alternate evolution. And there's Steelix. So the thing before was, in fact, that evolution of Cloyster, most likely. And then we're going to come down here to the final stages of these Pokemon, or final Pokemon of these. This looks like a Kingdra. These are the three dogs before they were revamped, or before their actual designs came out, which I'm not going to lie, I don't want to say I like these better than the original ones, but I definitely want to see them in the game, if that makes sense. Then we got your boy right here. I don't really know what legendary this would be, if it would be a legendary at all. I don't know what Pokemon it would be in the game. In itself. We got Ho-Oh here. We got Togepi, Snubbull. This looks like I want to say like a Prevo to Aipom. Maybe like a beta design for Aipom. And then we got your boy Leafeon. Apparently Leafeon was in this game as well. Maybe that was another introduced evolution for Eevee. I don't know. This video's already gone on for 18 minutes, which is way longer than I expected it to, but I wanted to break down each of these Pokemon for you. This is incredible. I don't even know how many years it's been since this game was dropped. Easily. So the Pokemon... Here, let me just look it up right now. Pokemon Gold. Release date. 1999. The game has been out for almost 20 years, and they're just now data mining these beta Pokemon from the beta gameplay. If you guys enjoy this, let me know in the comment section down below. This is wild. My mind is blown. I don't even know what to think anymore. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. But until next time, I'm going to get about. Let me know in the comment section again, what do you guys think about these beta Pokemon? What do you think it means for the future of Pokemon that they're releasing these now? Maybe, like I said, we're going to revisit Johto and we're going to get all these new Pokemon. I don't know. But until next time, I'm going to get about. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.